Hello everyone and welcome back one final time this season to the channel. Fresh off last Sunday's T20 Cup win, we've got one last league match of the 2025 campaign. And similarly to the 2024 season, it ends with a trip away to Roffey. Not much to play for today, the league's already decided. Should we win though and Preston Nomads lose, we'll beat them to end up in second place. Our opponents Roffey are in 5th, and if they better Middleton's result, we'll jump them as well. Plenty of rain on the Friday and overnight. Our 3rd and 4th teams' games were called off in the morning. Luckily though, we were on at a slightly damp Roffey. With that in mind and no rain scheduled all day, Joe won the toss and opted to bowl first, hoping the pitch would improve and we'd chase down a total in the better conditions later. Team news: the only change from the T20 side last Sunday is Ben lucking in for Aaron Brown, and it's man of the match from that T20, George Thomas, to take the first over of the day. Five off the first, and it's the familiar sight of Connor Golding with the new ball to take the second over of the match. With the third ball of his second over, GT gets us on the board. I think we can tell already the bounce is a little variable today, and when the mistimed shot goes straight up, Mike Cowdery is under it to give us our first of the match. It's 10 for 1 after 2.5 overs. And Connor's got our second. What a sequence that was. He takes the edge and Joe takes the catch, diving away to his left. It's 10 runs on the board still, but now Roffey are 2 down after 3.4 overs. Out the power play, and after those 2 wickets, Roffey have been a little bit more watchful on this pitch. After 12 overs, they're 35 for 2, and replacing Thomas is Cave. Somehow that leading edge doesn't fall to hand. Just 2 runs off Cave's first over, and Connor's also given a break from the far end, with Ollie Blanford on to replace him. First drinks break of the day, the score is 49 for 2 after 17. And if you're tuning in for a run fest, I don't think this is the video for you. With the pitch doing a bit, it's all about sticking around at the crease and grinding a score out today. Joey turns to Lucko and the introduction of spin today. He comes on with a score 65 for 2 after 22. And it's another double change. Rowan replacing Ollie to take the 23rd over. Quick single there for Roffey's Australian Aaron Joby, bringing up his half century in the over before drinks. He's been out there for just over 30 overs now and has batted well to take the hosts onto 113 for 2 after 34.
So she lives in Brighton, so she knew.
More runs through third man, and that brings up the 50 for Roffey's Matt Davies as well now. These two enjoying themselves out there, and the partnership creeping towards 150, having both come to the crease with the score on 10. Connor gets the breakthrough. LBW there, and Joby goes for a well-constructed 80. We're in the final 10 overs now, so Roffey may try and take a few more risks to get that first innings score as high as possible. They're currently 172 for 3 in the 42nd over. Ollie returns and he has his first wicket. His good mate Joe Walker takes the catch to get our fourth. A few years ago at this venue, those two combined slightly differently. Joe had to make a trip to the dentist. So this one's a slightly better outcome. Roffey now 177 for 4 in the 43rd over. Connor gets Davies, removing him for 73 with the caught and bowled. I think Con's realised there's a bit of purchase out there for the cutters, but I'm not sure what some of the off-spin's all about. And his off-spin works. 2 balls after our 5th wicket, we've got a 6th. Roffey now 189 for 6 with 4.3 overs remaining. KV comes back and he takes the edge on its way through to the skipper. Quite telling how hard it is to come in on this pitch and score, especially in the final overs. The hosts are now 199 for 7 with 12 balls left of the innings. Ollie and Joe link up again, and despite a lack of an appeal or celebration, we've got our 8th. It's 202 for 8 with KV to bowl the final 6 balls of the innings. And with the last ball, the final bit of action in the field for us this season, Skip gets the run out and Roffey end on 211 for 9 from their 50 overs. 162 of those runs coming from the third wicket partnership between Joby and Davies. They've showed us how to bat out there, and getting past 200 is probably a very good score on this pitch. Pick of the bowlers, Ollie took 2 for 37 from his 9, and with his mixture of seam, cutters and off spin, Connor ends with 4 for 31 from his 10 overs. Here we go for the last time this season, taking to the crease and hoping to chase it down for us is James Russell taking 1 and George Thomas at 2. George is caught at mid-on and he goes for 5. Roffey have an early wicket, and with the score 11 for 1. Coming in at 3 today, it's not the skipper, who's been there predominantly this season. I'm not sure he fancies this pitch too much. Instead, it's Rahul Tangirala. There's the second. Russ goes for the drive, but he's beaten and he's bowled for 10 runs. It's 19 for 2 after 4.3. Pretty similar situation to the host, actually. Next in at 4 is Luke Beaufort. Luke strangled down the leg side for 2, which is made worse by the fact he only needed 32 more runs to take the top spot in the league for runs this season. Still, a return of 874 runs at an average of 67 isn't too shabby, is it? I'm sure you'll all agree it's been a pleasure to watch him in front of the cameras this season, and we wish him all the best for the future. Walker falls for 2, caught at mid-on, and we're in a bit of bother here at 24 for 4 in the 10th. Next in at 6 is Mike Cowdrey.
What's the point of getting another manager?
We're staying at Heathrow tonight. It's an early flight.
Please don't put that.
Rahul's caught in the ring as well, and he goes for 16. Roffey have half the job done. We're 42 for 5 and still need 170 more runs to win. Next in is Connor Golding. Connor gets a glove, I think, on that, and he's the third of our bats to depart for 2 after Luke and Joe. 162 more to win from 35 overs as Ben Lucking comes to the crease. Lucko goes LBW on his way for 17, and after 20 overs, we're now 86 for 7. A little bit of a mountain to climb. Next in at 9 is Ollie Blanford. Cowdrey's bowled on the sweep, and it's now just 2 more wickets Roffey need to seal the win. Mike's out for 17, and replacing him is George Cave with a score 87 for 8. Ollie misses the paddle and he's given LBW. He makes 22 and it's one more wicket to put us out our misery now. Last man is Rowan Nord. There it is, Rowan's bowled, and that's a very sorry end to our 2025 season. Roffey come away winning by 94 runs, bowling us out inside 27 overs. We just couldn't build a partnership. Our highest was 36 and no one stuck around and had the patience to stick it out. That's the main difference between the two sides today, I'd say. The Joby and Davies partnership put together more runs than our 10 combined. Despite our dire performance, Preston Nomads beat Cookfield anyway, so we ended up with bronze and third place for the season. Roffey got both results they needed though. With Middleton losing, they ended up in fourth place. But highlight of the Sussex League final day was a relegation shootout between Bognor and East Grinstead. Bognor chased 290 to ensure their survival for the 2026 campaign, and Grinstead will join Ifield down in Div 2 next year. Thanks all for watching another year of silverware for the club. Well, 2 bits of silverware, including the Second 11's Cup win. We didn't go far in the National this season, but had a good run in the National T20, which we'll have another crack at next year. A third place finish isn't to be frowned at either. We won 9, drew 2 and lost 4, with 3 matches cancelled due to the rain. Is next year the year we finally get our hands on the Premier Division trophy? We'll see. But thanks all for watching on behalf of the team, club and editorial team this year. We really hope you've enjoyed the season as much as we have. Hopefully you'll all join us in 2026. Until then though, winter well. Bye bye.